Hello children, welcome back to the online class. Children, today we shall start with a new poem, The Snake Trying, written by W.W.E.ROSS. Children, W.W.E.ROSS is a modern author come poet. He is a Canadian poet and before entering into this profession, he was a geophysicist. Right? Now the poem The Snake Trying. Children, by the title, The Snake Trying, what does it reveal? It reveals that the snake is trying, the snake is making an effort for what? To save itself from human beings. So the very title reveals the efforts of the snake who has become a victim or who is going to become a victim of human beings, where human beings are chasing the snake with a stick in his hand. Children, the poem The Snake Trying, it also prompts and makes us as readers inquisitive to know what all efforts did the snake tried in order to save himself, in order to escape himself. Right? So this is the poem all about, where I would say it is the introduction. At the same time, it has justified the title of the poem, The Snake Trying. Next, what we find here, I have written here theme, message. Message is blank. We shall discuss it at last. Then we have the setting of the poem, tone of the poem, rhyme scheme. Now the snake is trying. The snake is trying to escape himself or itself. Now, when I talk about the theme, children, the theme is quite clear that it is talking about the prevention of cruelty towards animals. And children, if this cruelty lasts for longer, then definitely there will be what? A loss of or an imbalance of ecological system. Second, very important thing is, where has the poem set? The poem has been set in the sandy bank of a water body. This is the place where the poem has been set by the poet W.W.E.ROSS. Next is tone. Children, the tone of the poem. Children, by the title itself, we can make out that the poet is trying to plead to the audience, plead to the readers that the snake is trying, the snake is making an effort to escape itself. So I have written here pleading. At the same time, the poet has tried to show his concern towards this little creature. Next we have rhyme scheme. Children, as I discussed, as I told you about W.W.E.ROSS, he is a modern author. Modern authors generally do not follow the normal or the old way, the conventional way of writing poems, that is using rhyme scheme. So here also the poet has not used any rhyme scheme. Therefore, we can conclude that the poem is written in free verse. Right? Now coming down to the poem, children, you can also take out your book. The poem says, the snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin, long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. Now children, here I would like you to underline the word pursuing stick. The very first stanza says, the snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin lined body. The snake tries to escape from being hit by the stick that is following it, right? As the snake crawls, its body twists, right, and turns, forming fascinating shapes, forming different, unique shapes, very lovely shapes, right? So the very first stanza says that someone is actually holding a stick and trying to chase the snake. So what you can underline here is pursuing stick. Children, pursuing stick. Here pursuing has been used as an adjective. If you remember, we had done the chapter non-finites, or maybe you have done in class 8 also. It is ing form. This is called participle, right? Pursuing stick. This is a noun. Adjective has been used here. So this is actually a transferred epithet. Why transferred epithet? Because noun, adjective. This is the formula to understand. Secondly, this pursuing is referred to the person who is holding that stick, trying to chase the snake. Now children, what is your conception about snakes? Are all snakes dangerous? Are all snakes harmful? No, not at all. Not all snakes are harmful and dangerous. There are certain snakes which are not venomous, and even they are harmless. Right? So what right do we have to unnecessarily try to kill a snake? Isn't it? So this is what the first paragraph says, that one man is holding a stick and trying to chase the snake unnecessarily. Next paragraph, as we see here, he glides through the water away. As I was telling you, you will see all the different efforts done by the snake, or the snake is trying all ways to escape itself from human beings. So he glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide. Reeds, children, again it is a marshy stem, you can say, water where there is a puddle of water. So the snake is trying to reach to that part of the place where he can, or where it can hide itself. Into the reeds to hide without hurt. So of course no one would like to beaten by someone. The snake is also trying his efforts just to hide and move away from human beings. Right? Small and green, he is harmless even to children. So it is a green color snake, right? The color of the snake is green. And children, green color snakes are generally water snakes. So here the writer has mentioned that it is a harmless snake. Harmless in the sense not even to children, right? So this snake which is trying to hide itself, and the man is waiting with a stick to hit the snake, that snake is harmless. Not only to adults but also to children, right? Next paragraph says, along the sand he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. Now till it was spotted and chased away by the person holding a stick, it lay quietly in the sand in order to save itself, right? And then the snake disappears in the ripples of the water, hiding in the camouflaging green, because already the snake here is green in color. So what it tries to do, it tries to vanish itself, it tries to disappear in that camouflage, in that green color marshy water body, right? So this is the poem, you see, the snake trying, where the writer has clearly mentioned that the snake which was trying to escape was actually a harmless snake. And what did we see? The attitude of human beings towards this snake, or towards any kind of snake, whether it is harmless or it is harmful. What is a man's, or what is our attitude towards snakes? Our attitude is always, whenever we spot a snake, we try to hit. So this is the reason the writer has conveyed a very sound message, that we need to prevent these animals, whether it is harmless or harmful, whether it is like a lion, a tiger, elephant, or a mere snake. Every even a snake is a living being. We have no right to hit a snake or to kill a snake. So our attempts, when we make such nasty attempts to hit a snake, don't you feel that somewhere we should be ashamed of ourselves, right? So this is what W.W.E.ROSS has tried to convey, a very sound message that we need to actually protect and prevent all the animals, whether it is harmful or harmless. Our attitude towards animals should be of pity, sympathy, right? Kind. We should never be harsh with such animals, as these animals do not have the tendency to bite you. They bite you only if your actions are wrong. Otherwise, these creatures also have the right to move, to crawl, right, like we have. Right? So whenever we spot any sort of animal, our attitude towards those animals should be kind, sympathetic, right? At the same time, message is quite clear, children, that we should never try to harm any creature, whether harmful or harmless, right? We should never try to harm any creature, whether harmful or harmless. This is what the message is. And if we do that, then certainly we are trying to create an imbalance in the ecological system. So the snake drawing is a very small poem written in free verse, where the writer has given a very sound message. At the same time, if you read the poem once again, right, you will find all the three paragraphs. The three paragraph reveals what? Various attempts of a mere snake to hide and escape from the clutches of human beings. Thank you, children. This is all the poem The Snake Trying about, right? Read the poem, try to answer the questions which are given, though the answers will be uploaded in the document form. Till then, children, have a good day. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Thank you.